Welcome. This is the reading library by the 5M family. This is an application I created to catalog thousands upon thousands of books that a school received that they purchased, and they wanted to have an inventory of the books, and they also needed each book leveled. That's the reading level for which it identifies what level the child's at and if the child is capable of reading this particular book. So here we'll begin with the books. This is where the books were set up. I managed to put images in for each book. On this page, this is actually connecting to websites, so that made it easier for when I was cataloging, and I was actually able to cut and paste the data over so that we could track the level of the books and I could create some reports for it. So here we have, and you'll notice that it will automatically look up the title into the website when it opens. Some of the websites have changed, so I think Scholastic doesn't work anymore, but you can still navigate and look up books or whatever on that page. Let's see. Here's another site. They didn't actually have that book. As we navigate through, there's multiple copies of this book in the database. Since they ordered quite a few, we can click here to see how many copies of each book there were. This one has 35 copies of this book, which I also group these books into, I put them in different groups, so each group corresponds to a different color and a grade level. You'll see this was 3rd grade. Let's see what else. Alright, I'm going to close that out. And I'm going to go into the reporting. So once the data was all in the database and everything was leveled, I created an inventory report. So which broke down each book, what groups they were in, the information about the leveling, because there's different leveling systems, so they were all leveled. We can go to the next page. And these are actually, this report is organized by this particular code, so that's a 1BR. As we go through, you'll see the 1R. There's a lot more books that are in that category. Okay, so I'm going to close that report. I also created labels so that we could print labels and put them on each of the books. And the labels were sorted, they were actually identified by the group. So this was 5th grade, and 5th grade they were circles and different colors. So for each class, they had a different color. So the group of books that went to the 5th grade red, they all had that red circle with the 5 in it. And this is the code for the book. So these were all the BK codes. And as we scroll through, you'll see there's the orange books. Then as we go through, see all the different ones. And these actually print out as the 5160. So then you'll see there's the yellow. So I'm going to close that. What else did I do? Oh, you can also pull books up by this is the class collection list. Let's see. Again, the books. These are different reports. Okay, so this report actually allows you to pick which group you would like to view for. So for each class, that say I gave the 5th grade class that was green, I could run a report solely for that particular class so that the teacher could have the report to go along with her library of books. She could also reprint the labels for that particular class instead of getting all the labels. Let's see what else. There's the book listing. That's just another view of basically the same data. And then I also created a log for the teacher if she wanted to log the books that went out versus what came in. There are codes that all run behind the scenes in the program. So I have a codes maintenance. So all those codes are set up here, and if they needed to be changed, once I change it here, all the reports, everything will be updated because all the data is pulling from the table. The class codes. Let's see. And staff, where the books were going. I also created, instead of going to the main menu for the books, the book maintenance, I have a quick update section, so it lists all the books. As you can see, there's 3,228 books that were cataloged. But of course, those were duplicate because they bought multiple books. Here's the catalog lookup. So say I wanted to look up blue whales. I can go to the blue whales books. Or if I wanted to look up books by group, get all the books for the grade 5 in the 2 group. Class collection 2. Grade 5 blue. Another way to look at the books.